So what would you suggest people do? I mean, obviously contact your legislator, let them know how you feel and all that, but is there a...
I think the first thing is just, I've probably named the issues that you're very concerned about. I'd say that the first thing is when you go into the battle, be aware of what the money issues are. And the idea that you can just walk in there and get rid of some big program, it's going to affect somebody's budget. So that's a lot of preparation. But the other thing is, if we do a study and you look at all these programs that we have, I mean, I'd say encourage them to do a study, because if we could show this is how much we're spending to get free money, and even more importantly, these are the changes we've made in state law, state regulation. These are the things that we've imposed on individuals in order to get this money. See how it affects liberties and how it affects people's businesses. I think that would go a long way into making the next generation of legislative bills be looked at a little bit closer before they just jump into a federal bailout of everything we do.
Because it's easy to, I'm sure, I'm speaking for myself, but I know a lot of people feel it's easier to get discouraged when you elect representatives that you feel are going to be conservative, and then of course you only know your end, and they don't know on their side, like you're saying, all this federal money that's attached, and maybe they have their hands tied too in a small way. But it's easy to get discouraged when when you see your efforts kind of being derailed in a way.
Well, consider me discouraged. I just don't ever give up.
Of course not.
But I think probably a lot of you are the same way, or you wouldn't be here. You don't give up. But we really, again, number one, we need to be able to see what goes on those committees. And two, we need to have a study so we get a real idea of what's happening. So when we come to another election cycle, we can say, look, these are the type of things that's happened. This is the type of obligations that's been put on the state. What are you going to do about it when another program comes? Get them on the front end saying, it's just not something that's asked. What's asked is about a few social issues and a few other hot button issues that's happening in the community. But whether you're going to bankrupt us is not one of the questions.